back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you are new, hi, I'm Cora. Check out the description box below for links to all my social accounts as well as my website, corashea.com. And let's get into today's video because today I'm going to be sharing 5 habits that can help you be more organized. Live your best possible life. Alright guys, and I cannot talk enough about how important. Habit number 1 is to clean as you go. Of course, this means that your house is going to be cleaner and more organized if you implement this habit into your life, but that also means that you're going to have less clutter around you. And it's been proven over and over that having less clutter around you helps your brain kind of think clearer. You're less likely to fall for distractions and to have things like kind of sitting on your shoulders when you know you need to clean something, or you know there's a mess around you and your brain keeps kind of getting pulled back to that mess. It's going to help you it's going to hurt you. You're not going to be as organized or as productive. So learn to just kind of clean as you go. You know, rinse off a dish as soon as you're done with it. If you take something out of where it belongs, when you're finished with it, just put it back where it belongs. Little bits of tidying, like your workspace. I have an entire video, or entire blog post, that I will link below about how to keep your workspace organized. Definitely check that out if you think that your workspace is an area where you need some practice with keeping it cleaner and more organized. But this habit can be so helpful for keeping your home, your workspace, whatever it may be, organized so that your brain can just be freed from that clutter and that mess so that it can think more clearly and therefore be more organized. Habit number 2 is to use a planner. If you have watched any of my videos before, you are probably not surprised to hear that I think that making it a habit to use a planner is so important. It's important for being efficient, for being productive, for staying focused, for achieving your goals, and for being organized. And that probably seems like the most obvious reason to use a planner, and it is, but at the same time, all those other reasons definitely go into the equation and are super helpful as well. So start using a planner. I will link some of my resources below for how to stick to using a planner, how to find the right planner for you, how to better use your planner, how I set up my planner. I have tons of planner related content, and it's content focused on being organized and productive, not on using stickers or colorful pens or anything like that. So if you want that type of content, you're gonna have better luck going to somebody else's account. There's so many amazing creators for that, but that's not what I focus on with my planner. But if you want to use your planner to be more organized and productive, I will link all of those resources below. But starting to build that habit, put it on your habit tracker that you checked your planner, do an AM and a PM and check it off once you check your planner and you update your planner. I do recommend checking your planner twice a day, at least, if at all possible. I just keep mine open and check it 100 times a day, but that's excessive for a lot of people. So figure out what works the best for you, but start building the habit to use a planner consistently because it can really help you live a more organized life. Habit number 3 for organized days is to start your day with a task. I know that sounds obvious, everything's a task. Yes, that's true. However, starting your day with a specific task or just a task that you know is of high importance is one of the best things you can do to spearhead your day and to get it started in the right direction. If you immediately start your day with getting something that you need to get done out of the way, whether that be working out, that be something in your house, that be answering an email. I will say that if it's going to be a work-related thing, I do recommend drinking some water and stretching and stuff before. Don't immediately check your work emails. But getting tasks done and just out of the way right away and starting your day with getting something accomplished every single day helps you stay organized because you're getting something important done and you're making that into a routine, and routines in general are so important for organization. But it's also going to help you kind of keep your life in order and stay productive because you're setting yourself up for success at the beginning of the day. How you start your day absolutely sets the mood for the entire day. So if you're being organized and you're being productive right away at the beginning of the day, that's going to set that up for you for the rest of the day as well. Habit number 4. Do one task at a time. This is a habit that I will continue to tell you about the importance of for forever. I will never stop talking about it because it's not talked about enough, at least I don't think it is. Multitasking doesn't work. When you are multitasking, your brain is actually rapidly switching between task A and task B. So let's say here's task A, here's task B, okay? When your brain is going from here to here, there is actually downtime in between task A and task B. It could be milliseconds, but that adds up. And you are more likely to have an error. because your brain is not completing a whole task. It's between 2 or more different tasks. So you're actually going to spend more time completing task A and task B by multitasking than if you were to just completely finish task A and completely finish task B, and you're more likely to have an error. So if you want your days to be organized and efficient, don't multitask. Finish one task at a time. Get that task off your plate. Cross it off your to-do list, because crossing things off your to-do list is so motivating and it helps you stay on top of things. So complete things one thing at a time. Don't multitask. I don't know how many times I'm going to say don't multitask in this video. I'm probably at like a count of 200. But seriously, it's because it's so important. It is such a helpful habit to form, to only do one task at a time and get that task done rather than multitasking. Habit number 5 is one that I think is so incredibly helpful for being organized, and that is to write things down as you go throughout the day. Jotting things down on pen and paper or in a note on your phone, that's totally fine. The notes app on my phone is like filled to the brim with stuff, and that's fine. It doesn't have to be pen and paper. I do find pen and paper, or if at all possible, to be better for me, because there is truth behind like muscle memory and like remembering things because you wrote it down with your hand rather than typed it. But regardless, writing things down as you go is one of the best ways to just not forget things. And forgetting things that you have to do or forgetting things that somebody told you is one of the quickest ways to be an unorganized person. If you are not remembering that you need things to be done, if you're not remembering due dates, if you're not remembering things that people tell you, whether that be at work, in your personal relationships, whatever it may be, it's so important to write it down so that you're not losing that information and you're not forgetting it. Because it is so easy to be like, oh, I'm going to remember that. That's important. And then a day later, you're like, oh my gosh, what did they tell me? What was that? You know that feeling of, oh my God, there's something important, I can't remember it. Or just specifically remembering, they told me a date. I can't remember what day that was. Was it Monday or Tuesday? Things like that. Just write things down. And I know that sounds like a really, really obvious habit. Like, oh yeah, you should write important stuff down. But I see it all the time. I saw it in coworkers for ages. I see it in myself. I see it in family members, where you think you're going to remember something because it's important, and it probably is important, but that doesn't mean that your brain is going to be like, always got your back and remember every single thing. So just write things down so that you can stay on top of things and you can stay organized. Very passionate about this habit, if you can't tell. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. I hope this was helpful, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're having a great day. Bye!